Hey, welcome back, everyone. Welcome back to Tranquil Waters, episode 2, and we are already in the thick of it. Pretty much starting off where, well, almost exactly where we left off last episode. One correction. I turned the actual time on, in-game time on. I don't know if you noticed, but I had it set to stop time when I was preparing everything, getting it ready for the first episode. Forgot to enable time again, so that's been corrected. That's probably a good thing. Otherwise, we'll be in August for for many episodes to come. I would have eventually noticed, like when we were, when our other crops weren't growing, maybe. Anyways, pretty much picking up where we left off. Made another change. Let's go ahead and get our John Deere. Let's get our harvester fired back up. Said goodbye to the manual attacher mod. That lasted all of one episode. Brad, why did you remove the manual attach mod? Well, probably for the same reason I did it a while back. Don't like it. I mean, I do like it. I think it's actually pretty cool. I'm not prepared to have to manually attach everything I find myself running into. That's really the bottom line. I mean, maybe I'm too lazy to do it. So it is what it is. Manual attach is gone. So we're back to, I want to say old school attaching, but I guess manual attach is more old school. We're back to base game attaching. Let's put it that way. Not sure what was going on with our X9 on the last episode with the front left track. We had some issues with it, well, being on the ground. Not exactly sure what's going on with that. We're just going to keep an eye on that. Maybe, I just don't know. We'll have to keep an eye on it. We'll see if getting rid of manual attach makes any difference. I don't think it will. Other than sometimes different mods do weird things with different mods. This is a base game. Yeah, it's one of Giant's base game combines, so I wouldn't expect there to be, and the header too, I wouldn't expect there to be any kind of silly problems with it, but maybe it was just a weird spot in the field. Let's hop out. I want to show you something else that I swapped up. We have a new trailer. It looks similar to, I think, the Brantner that we had before. I swapped it out with Omatana's TARDIS XL trailer. Let's just say it's fairly unrealistic. It holds 200,000 liters. Yep, 200,000 liters in this little guy. So, and plus it's got a hitch. So we can, I guess we could add a second one if we really need more capacity. What are you going to do? So let me see if I can work and talk at the same time, because we have to discuss plans. Let me get to, I think we're going to fire up the old 4755. The reverse on this is crazy too. It's just a slight bit of gas. This thing is so uncontrollable. It's fantastic. Oh, I did miss automatic attach. Let's get our lawnmower setup going and head over to the alfalfa field and see if we can get some alfalfa work started up. It's just so touchy. I need to make sure my pedals sensitivity is set down because this thing is so touchy. So I went into this Tranquil Waters. Happy Tuesday, by the way. Went into Tranquil Waters with the thought of making our fortune with animal feed, and hopefully being able to make high quality feed, sell a bunch of it, get rich, and move on. We've got pretty much everything on our farm needed to get us off to the races with producing animal feed. But you know, you ever watch that show, Shark Tank, or the superior British version called Dragon's Den? Actually, I think Dragon's Den was first. I prefer Dragon's Den. I prefer the dragons over the Shark Tank people, but that's just personal preference. You ever watch that show and you watch people on there come on there with great ideas? Maybe they have inventions. Let's go to the far end. We'll start on the far end. They have great ideas or inventions, companies that they want people to invest in, and they come on there with such high hopes, you know, and then they put out their information. Sometimes maybe they don't have very good information, but they do the best they can. And they either get, you know, the money they need, or they get destroyed. You know, they get, let's change widespreading to, where's my buttons? There they are. Widespreading. Oh, there we go. Swath. And do I need to switch the front? Whoops. No, Brad, that's disconnect and connect, Brad. The front is, I don't know what the front is, just gonna be what it is, I think, on this one. And the back is swath. We'll give it a go. Let's see what happens. We'll fire both up. And we shall lower. Oh man, this John Deere is not gonna mess around. So, oh, I know what we can do too. I believe we have, oh, we do. We've got some GPS here as well. Let's see where we're sitting on the GPS. Whoops, Brad. Where's my pretty lines? My pretty lines. I'm missing some pretty lines. Do I not have lines enabled? Show lines is off. No, I want lines. That's why. Oh, there we go. All right, let's get out of here. This is a great mower set from the Kubota equipment pack. It is indeed a great mower set. Really like it. So you go into Shark Tank, you go into Dragon's Den, you give your spiel, you ask for money and for a percentage usually of your business, whatever. They take it or leave it. Well, our last episode I gave you my idea about being an animal feed farmer, and we're going to create great feed anywhere from just plain grass or grass bales. In this case, alfalfa. Is the front... I feel like we're missing... It's almost acting like it's not mowing. I don't think the front mower's working. Why is the front mower not working? Oh, it is working, but it's kind of skipping. It's like it's skipping a little bit here and there. That's kind of weird. Yeah, look, it's kind of, it's mowing, skipping, mowing, skipping, mowing, skipping. That's so weird. Wonder why it's doing that. I have to try and see if maybe swapping, we can always swap that front mower out with a different one. If I go slower, does it matter? We could even try a different tractor. Yeah, it's like it's kind of mowing some and kind of not mowing some. Is it speed? It doesn't look like it's speed. It's got to have something to do with the field. Maybe I could try going the other direction or just not worry about it, I guess. That's just weird. So I gave you my spiel, and then we got started, and I started taking the wheat that we harvested, that we were harvesting, over to our pig food, I guess pig food silo, pig food fermenter deal. Right over there. One of those bins right there. And oh, that was a late lower, Brad. And I noticed something quickly, that it was filling up quite fast. In fact, it was filling up really, really fast. So that put a little kink in my plans, but I guess all businesses have, you know, hiccups when they first get started, ours included. Including this mower for some reason. I don't remember having that problem on this mower on Kubota Farm. I'm halfway tempted, just for fun, to do a little experimenting. Well, we'll finish this field, and then maybe our next grass field, we will we'll try a different tractor, see if that makes a difference. And if that doesn't matter, then we'll try a different front mower. It's almost like it's doing a checkerboard kind of thing going on, you know? So, those bins don't hold much, is what I'm getting at. Those silos over there do not, they don't hold much at all. I think like 60,000 liters is what they hold, which is going to be a challenge for us because that's not going to produce a whole lot. Now, we've got options. We can fill them up, and then the remainder we can just silo the remainder. We can silo the remainder, and then as the mixers, I don't know what to call them, as they produce and make room, then we can bring some over and add, you know, to it. Another option is we can use the upgradable productions mod, which we used over on Hinterland, and as we earn money and make enough money to be able to upgrade them, we can upgrade them. I checked that out. I tested it to see, because we did have we had an issue with the upgradable productions mod, if you remember, on that farm, on that fishing, on the fish farm. It didn't work very well. I tested it on this map. It works great. Works just fine. Not cheap though. I tested it on the pig food silo, and it was $165,000 to upgrade that to a level 2. Now, it did double the capacity to 120,000 liters, but it's a lot of money. You know, it's a lot of cash. But sometimes, you know, you gotta invest in your business. So we have either just deal with it the way it is and just keep topping them off. We have used the upgradable productions mod. We have the option of always, excuse me, putting down other placeables. There are some good TMR mixers out there. There are some good pig food mixers out there. There's other fermenting silos that we can put down in addition to what we already have right there. So we can always add other silos or other factory mixers, etc. Then I did a little looking and I can go in and I can actually go into the map and I can change the fill volumes that are set for those silos right there. That's probably the least of my favorite ideas for a couple reasons. One, it's kind of, I don't know if I'd say it's cheaty. It's kind of cheaty because, you know, you're just changing them for your convenience kind of thing. Two, when the map gets updated, which it inevitably will get updated most likely, I will probably forget that I did that. I will override this existing map and probably absolutely destroy something that we have in those silos already. It could get a little messy is what I'm saying. It could potentially get a little messy. So I've always liked that those back mower, that flex action. It's pretty sweet. So I think what we're going to have to do, I think I'm that person in the Dragon's Den that thought they had a great idea and then found out going into it that maybe not everything was quite roses as I thought it was going to be. Excuse me. So I think we're just going to have to deal with it the way it is. Consider this a new business and upgrade the silos as we financially can afford it, and maybe place down some other silos or other, you know, mixers as we can afford to do that as well. Initially, I was actually going to do a different Stevie map, and you know, I'm looking at this thing just mowing the way it is, and I think I see why it's skipping. I mean, it's really got some wave action going on, doesn't it? This field just must be super wavy, and I just don't think that front mower flexes enough to stay on the ground now that I'm seeing it from kind of the side view. Those rear mowers seem to flex pretty well, but that front mower, and it might be the way the 3-point is on this tractor. I don't know. Maybe we'll get away with a little bit better job using a different tractor. Not really sure. But yeah, just catching it from the side view, it just looks like it's got such a... Oh, here's a word for you. An undulation. It undulates. Yeah, look at that rocker, man. It's just rocking. Going slower probably would help a bit, but we don't like slow, right? So anyways, I should have probably checked on our harvester. How's our harvester doing? Go back, Brad. Oh, okay. Nice. Done. Wow, yeah. I guess it didn't have a whole lot left. And it unloaded for us. Very nice. Thank you for doing what you were hired to do, Mr. Hired Helper. Now I'm curious if we go reversey. Oh yeah. Well, there we go. Maybe we should just... Oh, we got to try something, don't we? All right, we're going to try something this next lap. So I think we're just going to have to deal with it. I think we're going to have to deal with the fact that these silos don't hold very much. It was disappointing. I was hoping... I don't know what I was hoping. I think I was hoping for, I don't know, 500,000? Maybe? But I'm looking at them, and they're not big silos. So, yeah. I guess I don't know what I was hoping for. Totally forgot to check, by the way, before I started the series. That might have been good to know going into it, exactly how much they really would hold. I am going to assume they all hold the same amount. I would think. Maybe, actually, maybe... Sorry, I just bumped the mic. Hopefully that didn't... Ooh, bread. Bread. Hopefully that didn't come across too loud on your end. Maybe some of those that don't require as many products, maybe if they only hold 2 things, maybe the volume can be higher. Maybe. You know what, we're gonna try, right? Let's lock this in. Let's go to the back and lower the back, and then we'll go to the front, lower the front. This is where we needed that reverse drive Voltra. Oh, this fixes everything. Oh yeah, that's a clean row right there. Now we're getting everything mowed. So it must be the way that front mower rides. On this John Deere. I wonder if the front is just too light. I wonder if we got a weight on the front of the John Deere. If we put some weight on there, something that would actually allow for... Just looking at this thing, I don't see the PTO on there. Is there a PTO? So how in the world does that thing... How does that thing run? Not entirely sure how that thing's... It's a 3-point. I do not see a PTO attachment on there. That's weird. Am I missing it? Am I just not seeing it? Maybe that's part of the problem. What's that black? No, that's the top there. Yeah, I don't know how that mower is actually even turning. The back one's clearly got the PTO drive. That front, not so much. Alright, well, we're getting the job done in reverse. So there's that. I need to fix my brain a little bit on, let's see, reverse. V should lift that up, right? Yeah. There we go. It's a little bit hard for my brain to get this reverse action correctly done. Because if I do reverse on both of them, or I'm sorry, if I do lower on both of them, which is Control V for a keyboard, it lowers the front first. Did I turn off? How did I manage to turn off? I was going to say, how did I manage to turn off our GPS? So I want lower in the front, Lower in the back, lower in the front, and off we go. That's too funny. We will try a different mower next time and see if that helps at all. It just might be the way. I'm gonna assume it's just the height. Something weird going on. So, I don't know. What do you all think about the silos? I guess what options do we have, right? I mean, we really don't have a ton of different options. Editing, I could go in and edit, like I said. Could go in and edit the fill volumes, but I just kind of feel like that's just kind of asking for trouble down the road when I forget that I did it. This is so weird. I'm actually really surprised. I'm kind of surprised these mowers work backwards. Yeah, so kind of surprised they even work this way. Oh, okay, Brad, you're just gonna keep mowing? All right, good for you. Kind of thought I had lifted that up, but evidently not. We got a little extra grass out of there, I guess. It's not going to hurt anything. Blended in with the alfalfa. We won't tell anybody. Gonna have to look and see what, with as far as alfalfa goes. I'm assuming it offers different nutrients. I'm gonna assume it offers different nutrients than maybe different kinds of grass does. It looks like it's a kind of a floral grass, which is kind of cool. I like the looks of it. This purple going on. I'll have to do a little investigatory work on what benefits alfalfa has. Over other types of grass. And I don't think, as far as this map goes, I don't think alfalfa has a different volume to it. I think it's just basically, I think it uses the same volumes as regular grass, so I don't think it benefits. Don't ask me what I'm doing. I don't think it benefits necessarily to do alfalfa. It does definitely see that it's alfalfa, and I think even in bale form it'll see it, but if you wrap it, it does ferment just like regular grass does. I think it's just to add a little bit different variety. I don't think you gain. I don't think it comes up to be more liters or more, you know what I'm saying, as opposed to grass per acre. Speaking of, I should, and I thought I did this. Dollar, miles, Fahrenheit, and acres. So yeah, I did switch it over, since Tranquil Waters does kind of, to me, have more of a North American, Canadian American feel to it. I thought I would change it out of, well, if it's Canadian, I guess, I don't know, do you all use acres, or do you use hectares? I think you use acres, don't you? I think so, because I think if I remember right, that Mike Mitchell YouTube channel that I watch, he's a Canadian farmer, and he always talks in acreage. Well, we did half almost forward and about half in reverse. I guess that's what you get. Let's get this wrapped up, and we are going to call it an episode. We're going to have a little bit of definitely having some bail work to do, and I actually didn't even think about it, but I guess we are going to probably, we'll have to look and see what we want to do with this alfalfa. I'm going to assume it's going to be for our TMR mixer. I think that's what we'll end up using it for. I do like that engine tone on the old John Deere. Yeah, I just think that that front mower is not quite sitting right on this 4755. I think it's just not got the right angle or something going on. Maybe, you know what? Maybe if I like stuff like this, though, trying to figure it out. There is a mod that I had enabled on Hinterland that was the realistic front 3-point mod. Maybe even enabling that might give this front 3-point maybe a little more flexibility. Of maybe that's all it needs is a little more flex. Don't know. We'll try a different tractor next time and see if we have better luck. Or we'll just keep mowing in reverse. Seems to work. Well, everyone, thanks again for joining me on Tranquil Waters. We'll be back here tomorrow, Wednesday. Probably going to be doing some baling, evidently, because we've got some straw and we've got some grass that we're going to have to get collected. So you all take care of each other. Make sure you take care of yourselves as well. Have a great Tuesday. Thanks for watching. Feel free to subscribe if you'd like, and always nice if you leave a like. And I'll see you all real soon. Bye for now.